Hi, Michael here, and I hope you are experiencing an uplifting day. This video is a one-year review of the Alesis Strike Pro SE or Special Edition. This is my third review of the Strike Pro SE kit with an initial purchase review ending in a score of 8.5 or a B. A follow-up 6-month review upgrading the kit to an A, mostly based on value. And so after 1 year with lots of use and several teardown setups, how has this E-drum kit fared over time? Any reliability issues? Durability? Let's find out. Firstly, I want to reiterate, I am not associated with Alesis or Strike in any way, and I tell it like it is. If something sucks, I'll tell you straight up. If something is great, I'll share those sentiments as well. You can trust this review to be fair and unbiased. Let's start with craftsmanship. Like seemingly everything these days, the kit is manufactured in China. The shells are rigid, have that solid oomph factor, and the mesh heads look new despite hundreds and hundreds of hours of use. I remain slightly unimpressed with the plastic module casing, yet it's held up just fine. My only issue with craftsmanship is the rack itself, which is underwhelming, and it just doesn't make sense to me with its inferior plastic and cheap hardware relative to the quality of the rest of the kit, except of course from a business perspective of holding down costs with cheap manufacturing components in this isolated portion of the kit. I definitely would be purchasing a better rack if I were playing out much, and Alesis really should offer at least an upgrade option. For my use for practice and home recording, it's adequate. Overall craftsmanship gets a score of 7. Let's talk features. Honestly, amazing. The mesh heads continue to blow me away. They are responsive, and I mean realistically so. With the lug tensioners, you can easily dial them in to your playing style, and the sticks sink into and rebound exactly as I would expect. In fact, I prefer them to my acoustic heads. The module, good stock sounds, lots of programming flexibility, and quite honestly, the standard that competitor engineers must be trying to catch up to. Features gets a solid 9. What about playability? As I said in the first 2 reviews, this kit is a freaking blast to play. It really is. Not only is the playability excellent, more important to me, now that I'm digging into original material, is the recording quality. Amazing. With the solid stock sounds and module flexibility for programming, dynamics, EQ, etc., you can really dial in a fantastic sound for recording. In fact, here's a quick snippet from one of my recent pop ballads. And although I think the overall sound can use some improvements, I received a surprise message from a well-recognized national producer who absolutely loved the snare sound.
'Cause we know who we are that rising star, shining bright in the night, ever near or far, neither left or right, like the moon and sun, we can only be loved when we are one.
I just finished up recording a metal song with some dynamic punchy drums, and I gotta tell you, impressive. I'll share that once it's mixed and mastered. Another score of 9 for playability. Now, I know many of you clicked here that may be considering purchasing this kit, and reliability is an important consideration, as it should be. This is a substantial investment, and unfortunately, a very early bonehead decision by Alesis to early release the first kit before some of the bugs were worked out still echoes today with reluctant purchasers, namely some triggers cracking and hi-hat settings issues. The trigger issues were resolved over 10 months ago with newer versions, and the hi-hat setting issues have been vastly improved, but not perfect. You may assume I'm using an acoustic hat because of stock Strike hi-hat issues. But that's not the case. In fact, I did not have any issues. I simply prefer the feel of the metal hats as a finesse drummer. After 1 year playing, and I should mention a mishap of mistakenly unhooking the rack before taking off the drums, resulting in an alarming and complete crash of the floor, this kit has performed flawlessly. No problems, no glitches, no missed triggers, no cracks, nada, perfect. So there is absolutely no reason to assign anything less than a perfect 10 score for reliability. Value? Well, come on. Competitor kits with inferior stock sounds and less programmability are selling for double the price. If I had $5 or $6 grand to spend, maybe I'd opt for a Roland kit for its rugged construction and track record of sustained durability, maybe. But I'd still use the Strike module. I'm all about value, and it's the Strike kit's greatest strength. With the money I saved, I was able to build a home studio. For value, the kit gets a well-deserved score of 10. So the overall score averages to 9, maintaining its A status. It's a great product, and I offer no hesitation to recommend this kit for most applications. If you would please, hit the subscribe button below, and I'll be offering more interesting Strike tidbits, some home recording techniques and recommendations, as well as some new original material. Be well, my friends.